Today, Cryptozoic has launched the brand new Kickstarter for Ghostbusters the board game 2. And you know what? Cryptozoic, they actually let us have an advanced look at the new board game. Yes, the crew here at GhostbustersNews.com have had a chance to play a slime-filled scenario. And for those who played the first board game, that's what you're probably going to notice. Much like Ghostbusters 2 the movie, this new board game has a large focus on slime. I mean, much like the first game, when you begin a new scenario, you place your ghosts and your gates all on the board. But now you're also placing plasms and goo piles. Now, goo piles, why would anybody want to get close to a goo pile? Because inside, you're going to find something nice. You may find some equipment like a super trap or some ecto goggles, or you may find the Ecto Matrix Negator. Ecto Gator Matrix, what? It's a new piece of equipment that sometimes you're going to use to close the last gate in a scenario. And you better close it quick, because if not, the pressure beneath the city is going to erupt and slime is just going to go everywhere. Like I said, this game full of slime. Now in this scenario we got to play, we were introduced to some new ghosts. We're talking Street Creepers, the Snakehead Ghosts, and Granny Gross. Yes, Granny Ghost from the old Real Ghostbusters action figure line. Her inclusion makes me so happy. Now with the new ghosts, you're also getting a bit of variation in terms of how you're going to bust them. The enemies in this game come in 3 different classes. One being, well, ghosts. Now ghosts need to be busted by using the proton pack. Next up, you've got plasms, which are pools of slime pretty much incarnated by evil spirits. Now, don't you wish the Ghostbusters had some kind of weapon to turn evil spirits good? Yes, Ghostbusters the Board Game 2 brings in the Slime Blower. And much like the original game, when you bust a ghost and you decide to put it in the containment unit, it goes into the spirit world. Plasms don't go there. They go into your Ecto Tank. And once you have them in the Ecto Tank, depending on what abilities you used, you can earn some pretty awesome rewards in-game. And the last entity is the Haunted Humans. Now, Haunted Humans can be busted by either the Proton Pack or the Slime Blower. You can use either or, it doesn't really matter in this case. Now, we have already seen Granny Gross, and I'm really curious to see who else Cryptozoic has up their sleeve for this one. And speaking of rewards and characters, the Ghostbusters here are seasoned. They're pros. They've already battled characters like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man and Slimer, meaning that when you begin the game, you're going to start off with 3 actions and 2 maneuvers, which now means your Ghostbuster can do more in a scenario when compared to the first board game. Also, let's talk about one of the most heinous new entries with the game, and when I mean heinous, I mean it's bad for you and whoever's playing with you. Pretty much if you're the Ghostbusters, you're going to have to beware of caustic slime. What's caustic slime? Well, ghosts, they can gain special abilities. And if a ghost is covered in it and it decides to slime you, well, you can't remove that. Get hit with caustic slime 3 times and your team is done. They're finished. You're dead. And on a personal opinion, all the new tweaks and additions they've done to the game work great. Seriously, Ghostbusters the Board Game 2 is so much fun. It's going to be a must-have for any board game fan or Ghostbuster collector out there. And I'm absolutely giddy just imagining the stretch goals that Cryptozoic is going to announce for this Kickstarter campaign. And much like the first game, this new entry really makes you feel like a Ghostbuster, in a board game sense of course. So when it comes to this Kickstarter campaign, make sure that you're positive, not negative, and help fund it today. The link is right down below in the description. Click it, check it out, and help make Ghostbusters the Board Game 2 a reality.